Nigeria. A tale as old as time. Brothers, enemies? Well, it all depends on perspective. But this particular story I'm about to tell you is a little different because it has a little twist to it. Betrayal? It's about a woman called Amaarae. And this is the thing. She's stuck between Ghana and Nigeria. Mentally. How, you may ask? I want you guys to carefully watch this video right here.
I don't think that I've seen anyone get as much hatred from their home country as I have, which is, it's unfortunate.
Unfortunate, you say. But that's not the full story. It's deeper than you think. Now there's this tweet trying to explain how Nigeria comes in the mix. And it all begins with two words. End SARS. Does that sound familiar? Whew. Okay, now I'm treading on a sensitive line here. On the surface level, these are the two things that comes into the minds of people when she says that Ghanaians hate her. But it's far deeper than this. The first thing that will come into a Nigerian's mind will be, how NSAS take concern this one? Not far valley. We'll come to that. So the Ghanaians confused about the hate she's talking about. Well, she said this on American national TV. Oh yeah. But to understand why she said this, let me take you back to the genesis. Born in the Bronx, one might think that you should automatically have a tough skin. But no. Her appearance looks it.
I think that it also does have a lot to do with me being a woman and then being a woman that's so bold and so expressive.
But when she sings, that's a different case. One thing is clear. She was born with a silver spoon. Well, according to Ghanaians. Bronx, silver spoon? Well, it all depends on perspective. Amasewa Jemfi is her name, eldest among two siblings. The whole music thing began with one music video when she was young. Now she was 13 years at that time, and that was what sparked everything. Fast forward 5 years later, in 2011, when she was 17, something happened.
Hello?
Hi, is this Amaarae?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I checked your message and you seem passionate about this music thing.
Yeah. Very passionate, very passionate.
I'll tell you what. How about you come and work with me at my studio for a while? You know, get your hands dirty a little. What do you say?
I will be honored.
Now that's exactly how she entered music production, actually. To the people who know her already, you would know that she is a music producer, a good one at that. 2017 was when things changed for her. Better or worse? Well, it all depends on perspective. 2017, she came to Ghana. Reason? Hey, come here, listen carefully. This is not her first time coming to Ghana. She actually attended secondary school in Ghana, so she's accustomed to how the Ghanaian lifestyle is. She came to Ghana for one purpose: music. Mainly to immerse herself in the local music industry. Now, when I said local, everyone thought it was going to be Ghana. She also thought the same. But you see, for some reason, the Ghana move was not working as well as she thought it would. What the fuck is going on in Ghana? Y'all niggas are so slow, man. What the fuck? She didn't travel over 6,000 miles for this. Well, she's in Africa. She might as well just look elsewhere. There was only one more option. An alternate option. Which, if I'm being honest, most Ghanaians try. To blow up as a musician who is not doing Afrobeats, it's like entering the eye of a needle. Note, I didn't say impossible. Because there were also this needle of artists in a certain popular country trying to pierce their way through skin of their people. No, I forgot to tell you why Amaarae's moves were not working in Ghana. It was simple. She was not one of them. Hold on. In the sense that she was not doing their music. And what was the music of the day? High life and Afrobeat. Now note that she also just came from the US. So she's influenced by that kind of music. And she does not want to be placed in a box. So she didn't have an identity. Well, that was until she did. And it was not from her roots. It was Alter. She joins the Needle Piercers, the pioneers of Alter music, Nigeria. Her first interaction was with an artist called... Long story short, they made magic.
I put the hook on you. I pump the gas.
Whew, now did you hear the vocals on that track? Like coke. And now remember, the Alter scene was very intertwined, like a spider web. So she introduced herself to the cult. Cult. That's the best way to put it. By the following year, in 2018, Amaarae was already earning industry attention across Africa. In 2018, she was named one of Apple Music Africa's favorite new artists. And later in 2018, she became an Apple Music Beats 1 featured artist. I don't know what it is about Nigeria, but man, if you blow up for Nigeria, you blow up for the whole Africa. Trust. Now all these endorsements were just amplifying her presence in Nigeria more, making her music easily accessible to Nigerians. Trust me, there's more to come. 2018 was her year of breakthrough. She was going pushy, she was bouncing up, but it was Odunsi that made her fancy.
I've got all this love.
After this song, the underground Nigerian scene was like, I hope this girl, I hope this girl, where is she from? Oh, and if you think this song was bad, there was one Cruel song that shot her career, and that was a collab she did with Cruel Santino and Shane Eagle.
Diamonds and rubies like I'm daughter to Jacob.
That was it. Amaarae now became a household name. She just kept on rising. Now I want you to take note of what I'm about to say very, very well. So Amaarae also physically entered the Nigerian scene in 2018 through live shows. In November 2018, she performed in Lagos at the Lagos Art Fair, sharing the stage with Nigerian artists like Tenny, BOJ and Odunsi. This performance, her first in Nigeria, put her in front of Nigerian audiences and the media, solidifying her presence beyond just recordings. Wait. Amaarae had become a recognized name within Nigeria's Alter subculture. Now, can you guys note that Ghana is nowhere to be found in all of this? Good. So, who did we think Amaarae was? Which country was she from? Now, this was where the problems began. 2019 was a good year for Amaarae. She was doing her thing, collabing with Lady Donley and wait for it. One Day Cole. Wow. Oh yeah. This made her a mainstream Nigerian artist. 2020 came around and Amaarae has become global. And I mean global. Released her debut album which featured popular songs like Sad Girls Love Money and Fancy. Sad Girls Love Money became a viral hit, especially after a remix featuring American singer Kali Uchis. The remix charted on the Billboard Hot 100, making Amaarae one of the few African artists to achieve such mainstream success in the US. She became so big, her cup began to run it over. I mean, with cup sizes like that, why wouldn't it? But as she was receiving accolades in the world, something happened in Nigeria on
20th of October 2020.
Now this devastated the whole Nigeria. A lot of celebrities were silent and some were vocal. One of the most vocal people was, you guessed it, Amaarae. And I mean vocal. There are tweets to show. Do you remember the first tweet I showed you in the beginning? Good. Now keep this in mind. This is very, very good on her. Now, people refer to this as reverse patriotism, but she's helping a fellow neighbor, right? Not a problem. Fast forward 3 years later, something happened in her home country. Almost the same thing, you could say. Almost. 21st September 2023, the country Ghana was suffering. The people were in hardship, so there was a protest, which was called Occupy Julobi House. A play on words combining Jubilee House, the official residence of Ghana's president, and a Ghana language phrase, Julobi, which means the child of a thief. A lot of Ghanaian celebrities were vocal about this issue, and one of them was, you guessed it, you didn't guess anything. She was not as vocal as, let's just put it at that. She put out a tweet and said, ouch. But if you ask me, I don't know the kind of energy that this guy is looking for. It seems like the same energy she gave to Nigeria. Well, almost. You know Ghanaians already. They don't talk, but they keep everything up here. There's more to come. It's the month of April 2024. Now I want you to picture this. You are an artist who became popular in another country, but you feel this inclination to do something for your home country. So you were in Barcelona at that time, and then you get a call from one of the big industry players in Ghana to come and perform at the 25th Telecel Ghana Music Awards, the TGMA. So you're in talks with this man, and the final thing to seal the deal is for you to send your technical rider. And if you guys don't know what a technical rider is, it's basically the things that the artist will need to make the show a great one for them. Things like the musical equipment, the stage setup, the lighting, and other production needs. Now I want you to know that this was in April. Now this was Amaarae. June rolls around, and now Amaarae brings a whole team to Ghana for this award show. The cost? Almost $30,000. They get to Ghana and nothing. Telecel Ghana could not provide what they asked them to. Long story short, this was an incredible disrespect to Amaarae and her team. She has been trying for 3 years to perform at the TGMA, but it seems like nothing is working. This particular incident is part of a chain of events that leads to the title of this video. Did Amaarae betray Ghana for Nigeria? In a recent interview at ABC, Amaarae said this.
I don't think that I've seen anyone get as much hatred from their home country as I have, which is, it's unfortunate.
Okay, so there are some things that she got wrong, but I see where she's coming from. Most Ghanaians don't really hate her because, believe it or not, most don't even know her. It was until recent that they did. I would say this is the classic case of punch upwards. They pick on her because she's successful. The problem is she's not successful the way Ghanaians expect her to be. And I mean, she did not pass through the normal industry way. She's a rich kid. All of a sudden, she's bigger than every artist in Ghana. Literally, this will also attract envy and hate from the top. So they try to stifle her work. The problem is she's too far gone. She's bigger than Ghana. The industry players love control. And if you can't give them that, they hate you. In quote. For the ordinary Ghanaian, they don't really hate Amaarae. They just can't relate to her. Her music, it's weird. I mean, she said it herself. She doesn't know whether she has fans in Ghana. The ordinary Ghanaian will rather listen to Sarkodie and Stonebwoy than Amaarae. So she's not really getting the love that Nigerians give her. And the other thing, humans, no matter the race or nationality, are all governed by one thing: social acceptance and human validation. When someone feels rejected or underappreciated by their home country, they may seek acceptance and validation from a place that embraces them more openly. So if there's a problem happening in the country that put her on, of course she's going to be vocal, very, very vocal. And I mean, it's human nature. And that's the problem some Ghanaians had with her. When they needed her to be vocal because of her huge global reach, she literally blew up in Nigeria before Ghanaians even knew of her. I'm saying this because I can relate with her in a way. So if we are talking about betrayal, well, that's quite a strong word. But you know what they say, it all depends on Georgia, by the way you